productivity hacks for success. I always have people asking me how I get so much done in so little time. So I'm going to give you my secrets today if you stick around. But first, I want you to click the subscribe button and the bell. That way you'll be part of our community and you'll learn every time that we drop a video like this to help you live a happier, more successful life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
Okay, we're talking about productivity hacks. So this is going to be a super efficient video because I'm going to get a lot communicated to you in a short amount of time. So take notes. If you don't have a pen and paper, open the comment section, type it in with your thumbs. Number one, have a routine. Have a regular routine so that you know what you're doing when. If something else comes in and you have to shift things around, that's fine. But a regular routine helps you work faster and more efficiently, and it is my number one secret for success. Number two, and science agrees with me here, so don't argue, don't multitask. Don't even try. When you try to multitask, you're doing something that your brain is not actually competent and capable of doing. Your brain is single-threaded. So stop trying to multitask. It just means you're doing two or more things poorly. You're just doing them at the same time. What happens is your brain ping-pongs back and forth between the things that you're trying to do. It's just a distracted way to work. It's also making you more anxious. Number three, start your day with some form of movement. I'm not saying you got to go hit the gym before you go to work, but before you dive into work, get some movement, whether it's stretching, walking, yoga, something. And it doesn't have to be long. I'm talking 3 to 5 minutes. Science agrees here with me as well. Physical exercise is amazing for your mood, your energy, your focus, your mental, and your physical health. Number four, stop obsessing over your backlog and start knocking it out. Don't think, oh, where should I start? Just the first thing that you see, start on that backlog. The harsh truth is quite a few productivity obsessed people actually benefit from obsessing over their productivity. It makes them be even less productive. Okay, so start with changing that. Also, start with changing the type of things that you consume. Endless snacking on low quality food is not going to do good things to your body, and it's not going to do good things to your brain. So make sure that you have high quality food that helps with your brain, your body, your productivity, and everything. Also, think about what you're consuming when it comes to media. Scrolling on the internet, watching the news, all of these things, it's low quality. Stop doing that. Read more books. Read. Don't just focus on putting nutritious food in your body. Put nutritious information in, okay? All right, my next tip is have no 0 days. You know that day when you just feel like doing nothing and you're like, I'm giving myself a day off and I'm not going to accomplish anything. One thing, just one thing. And then you can have a one thing day, but don't have a 0 day. When you do something, one thing, no matter how small, when you've accomplished something during the day, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel better to you to get something done rather than nothing at all. And once you've started, it can change everything. It could be even just making your bed, according to several leaders of the free world and thought leaders and coaches and therapists. Making your bed actually predisposes you to accomplishing things that day. It's an easy win, and it's very, very good for you. Set up a separate profile on your computer for personal stuff than you do for work or studies so that they don't distract you. That's just an easy productivity hack. Another thing that I like to tell people to do is eat the frog first. The idea is you identify one challenging task, the frog, and then you complete that task first, eat it. And that's a classic bit of advice for a reason. When you eat the frog first, you get rid of that one thing that you're really not looking forward to, and then it unbogs your mind, and your mind is free to think about other things, and you can move through your day-to-day tasks even better. Note down every idea that you get on paper, on an online notepad, or anything, because you're going to forget them. So if you have a note, I have a note on my iPhone that I can open up and it just has ideas on it. And when I have this idea, I'm like, ooh, I should do that later. So I actually don't even type it. I just use voice note. When I have an idea for a YouTube video or a reel or something like that, I just throw it in there, and it's really, really, really easy. Try to adopt slow motion in your life. And I know that this might not seem like it's a productivity hack, but bear with me. What this means is whatever activity you're doing, slow down your movement. You're going to notice an immediate calming effect. And when your body is calm, your brain starts to process things better. And when your brain is processing things better, you can appreciate the little details in your environment that you've never noticed before. You can also focus better, and it helps with resilience of body, mind, and emotions. Stop watching the news. I've got some awards back there. I was a pretty good television news producer at one time, but don't do it. You have to know something about what's going on in the world, okay? But constant consumption of news is terrible for your mood, for your mindset. Limit yourself to a single broadcast, maybe news checking session a day. I don't even get my news from mainstream media. I really recommend that nobody does, because it's not actually real reporting anymore. It's just a bunch of opinion-based statements that are being made. Go find a real news source. The one that I use is called the Epoch Times, EPOCH, Epoch Times. I'm not affiliated with them. That's just the paper. It's actually a newspaper that comes once a week, but they have an app. I can log on anytime, see what the major headlines are. I get the newspaper. It's got a lot of interesting information in there. The opinion section is actually labeled opinion. So stop consuming mainstream media. It is bringing you down. And my last tip, this is probably my second best one. The first one that I gave you was my best one. But chain together tasks one after another so that you can do things that flow into each other instead of completely switching gears. Like, you don't want to go from completely creative mindset to something that's mechanical, or mechanical to a creative mindset, because your brain doesn't pop back and forth like that. So chain together your activities so that one habit sort of triggers the next and triggers the next. Do this with tasks, errands, things like that. Also mindset activities. Do things that help to create that flow in your day. That is my super short, very fast delivered, very quickly delivered productivity hack video for you. If this was of help to you, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell before you go, so you'll learn the next time we drop a video like this to help you live a better life. I'll see you soon.